Welcome, Aidan. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, nice to be here.
Very obvious question to start off with. What attracted you to the role of Still?
It was something about the story of a man falling apart that I found quite attractive for whatever reasons. I was quite tired, and it seemed like the appropriate thing to do at the time. I'd been working like solidly all year on loads of other stuff, and I thought, well, I quite like this script, and I like the fact that he was a quite visual filmmaker, and also that the style was quite non-mainstream, I feel like.
Just sticking with Still for a minute, you said you were interested in the script. How much did you divert personally from the script? Can you tell me a little bit about the kind of filming process, what it was like for you on a day-to-day basis?
Intense, and that's the other thing. You know, it's really nice to have a role that you're that's going to be so demanding of you, and that you've got limited resources in terms of time and other resources to make it. So it's come in, work really hard all day, go home, learn your lines or whatever, or prepare in whatever way you need to for the next day, and then sleep for a bit, which was never much, and then come in the next day, because you don't really get out of it then, you know, you're just kind of in the mood.
And how did the process go? Was it kind of a smooth filming process? I presume it was quite a kind of, how long was the shoot? It's quite a tight shoot.
3 weeks, something like that. Yeah. And it was smooth, it was well organised. It was a case of finding the time that suited the actors who were available and everyone else who was available.
Yeah. Obviously you've done some low budget and some extremely high budget productions and across the water, so you've done a lot of work in America as well. Like, can you compare the approaches between a kind of, you know, well, actually, first of all, between low budget and high budget, but then I'm going to move on to ask you within kind of British cinema and American cinema, those...
I don't think there's that much. I've worked more in television in America, although I have done some film over there. Quite recently I have as well. I don't think there's that much of a difference. I think people work hard at it everywhere, and most people, I haven't rarely met a person on a film set or on a TV set on a low budget thing or on a high budget thing that isn't isn't excited about what they do, and isn't there because they love making film.
But there must be a difference when there's a kind of more of a kind of unlimited budget compared to a 3-week shoot.
Yeah, there's a difference.
There must be a sense of urgency.
Yeah, there is. Look, I mean, I'm working on a thing at the moment which is a 4-month shoot, and it's a big movie, but it has to, because it's a big studio entertainment.
Yeah.
It has to look amazing, every frame on massive screens, and sound absolutely amazing. And not that our film doesn't sound and look great, but we're really lucky in our everyone who came to work in this film, be it sound or cinematography or wardrobe design. There is a luxury there of massive, beautifully designed sets and taking time to light and lay out tracks and all the rest of it. And it's great to have that. Yeah. And that is one kind of film, and on this kind of film we aren't really afforded all of those luxuries, but it's not as if people don't take their time to get it right, but you take your time within.
Can I ask you must have been to a lot of different film festivals. What would you say makes a great film festival?
I would say have a sense of it being centred around a particular place, area or venue, like one particular venue for sure, because even some of the bigger ones like London or Dublin, they are quite dissipated, and there's not really a sense of where the centre of it is. Not to say those festivals aren't good, because they are, and they both have like massive programming, but it is really nice to have for it to be centred around just something definite. And
it sounds like roots and identity, which
like
is
here.
Much, Do you visit festivals as a punter, or are you always there as a guest?
No, I've been to a few as a punter. Went to Berlin as a punter. I was at Cannes as a punter, as a friend, and Galway loads of times.
Aidan Gillen, thank you so much for joining us for this interview.
Thanks.
Thank you. Cheers.